Hey, I just wanted to welcome this morning. There's so much going on that after a while, it's I've been hinted by the developers that I'm going to have to figure out a way of doing things that there's just so much going on. I had to spend a lot of time this morning trying to make sure that there was a lot of little areas that you're not seeing. They have so many surprises that I'm just enthralled by what is going on. But this is an overview of Find Everything. And again, what is going on is that I'm going to be showing you some of it. There is so much. I mean, I know Eclipse went and played it, and they played it for 6 hours plus. So I know that there's an awful lot of content for Find Everything. What's going to go on, this is a long one, but half of it, 12 minutes of it, is basically going to Discord and showing what the sneak peeks are. So there are some things that are being put in so they can just go ahead and make it that you can see kind of what's going on. If you're not belonging to Discord, most of it will be doing it that way. So again, if you see myself kind of lagging around and not moving around that much, it's because there's so many things that are here that it's just crazy on what's all going in. So you're going to see where I'm kind of going and then stopping, but again, there are a lot of things that they're doing, and I'm just, as I said, I'm just ecstatic of what is going on. There's a lot of areas that I can still go into, but there's an awful lot of areas where I have to kind of go and be really careful in what I'm doing. So again, this is just an overview. I wanted to share with you what's going on. You can see that the bouncing is so much incredible more. And then of course I go kind of into the phone, and I just love that thing. It's got such great sound effects and stuff like that. I hit the 0, and I'm thinking before I leave, I go, oh yeah, that's it. Accidentally, you can see. Anyways, I just wanted to share with you. These are the boxes are my favorite. There's an awful lot of boxes around. It's just, I'll tell you, when you kind of go in there and do that, it's just incredible. I try to climb this tree, but again, this is kind of like come on, you can do it. But there's just things that I'm trying to keep out of and go from there. What I do is I climb up. You can see it's going to come happening. I'm going to be making this. I was going to go back up and say, okay, let's try this again. I can do it. And so what happens is that I go in, and so everything is going up, and then there you can see. Now this is the kind of an area where you kind of go in and you kind of get some things on that too. But again, a lot of stuff was going on, beautiful stuff. There's a lot of different things that are happening, but again, I have kind of navigate what's going on and what's going on. So it's kind of neat. Anyways, here's Yum Yum Yard. And just want to go ahead. You can see there is a new area that they're saying. When the screen's coming up, the screen is completely different. Ulta the other day shared that, and so it was kind of nice that I wasn't the one that went out and did that. That actually came out, and they showed it ahead of time, which is really kind of neat. But anyways, this is kind of neat. This is kind of a neat thing. I'm getting a little bit better on this. I can actually do a little bit. These are so much fun, and they're all over the place. But you can see that you just kind of hit the balloons, and then you go in there, and then then it'll go. It's okay. I'm going to take off and go off on this. You can see the camera gets unlocked, and there's that. Now you'll be able to do where the camera, you don't have to unlock that anymore. Here is Blue. Again, here is some more screens. You can see what's going on here. It's just beautiful. You can see there's a little cave there. Really neat what is going on. Later on, you're going to get a peek of what is in those caves, and that's really kind of neat. And this, you can see, one thing I really love about Find Everything, and you're going to see this more and more, is that the water, there's a lot of water in going in. There's a lot of waterfalls that are coming in, and they're just absolutely beautiful. I'm just, as I said, I am their number one fan, and so I'm just having an absolute blast. Kind of go back in here. again, I'm moving around. It looks a little jiggery is because there's things that I'm having to keep. There's the Blue Beach is so different now. It's unbelievable. Here at Paul Bean Park, there's also something nice. There was an object that we had, and I was like, hey, it's okay. Well, and they moved it, which was really, really nice, because I would have had to edit a little bit more than I did. Actually, I just kind of edited inside and just go it that way. But again, this is kind of neat. You can see I kind of come back. It's going to come in. And okay, now we can go. Let's go ahead and hit this thing again. We go on up, and then we're over here. What's really neat, though, is you can see there, that's where the soggy cat is. And it's really neat what they're doing about that. And it's going to be a lot of fun of what's going on that. But anyways, then I go ahead and I switch out. There's an awful lot of areas that you can kind of see. And so I've got to, kind of edit all my stuff. So anyway, absolute blast. This thing goes in here, and then of course you can see in the way back, you can see Yippee City, and that's really kind of cool what they're doing on this. This is kind of one thing I like about it is if you look over some of my old videos. Okay, here's the juice bar. The juice bar is incredible. One thing I wanted to kind of share with you today, and again, you're going to see later where Polyhex goes and hits those characters, and they actually make some things. I didn't hit them today because I wanted to let Polyhex share it, not boring you. You can see that I get to jump a lot easier. That's one thing that they've added, is that the agility, or you'll be able to jump so much easier. You can see the door. Isn't that incredible? That's a new type of door that they've got, and it's just beautiful. And what's nice is that you kind of go through that door. And so anyways, I kind of come over here and I go over here. This is a skip through mushroom. I kind of get in there, and then you can see I'm moving around a lot, so you can see more of the screen. Of course, I miss it, but again, I kind of come up and I go in, keep going. You can always hit that little button and you can kind of go in there, but you can see that there's some really incredible things. You can kind of go in. You guys, this is something that's there also, but it's just, you can see again the waterfalls and stuff like that. But again, I just wanted to kind of in there, and then you kind of go over and stuff like that. But anyways, I absolutely love this area. There's a whole lot of I want to say, I don't know if they're possums or there's something. There's a whole, there's 12 of them that you have to pick up, and it's tough. You also have a dial where you can click, and if you go in what is that called? The gym. It'll actually, there's one that kind of says, hey, look at this, and it will tell you where everything is at. So again, it's just one of those things. It's just, I'm just impressed by that. You can see that I used to never do that. I was always doing my my teleport. You can see that for the most part, I'm not using my teleport. There are areas where I do need it still, but I'm trying my best that I don't need to have it. And one of the developers said, do we need to have that taken away from you? And I go, no, not yet. But I would like to know where I can go and where I don't. But there's a lot of stuff. Here's another area that is really interesting. Picklethorn, Ballyhoo Bluffs, it's in there also. Really kind of neat what they're doing. Again, you have to kind of keep an eye on what's going on. And of course, I missed the thing, but that's okay. Again, it's quite an elaborate thing. Kind of go back to what it was, and that's okay. What's nice is I try to make sure that if I get ejected, that I come into an area that's okay for you guys to see. So anyways, this is what that. We're going to go to the next one. Okay, this is another area that we're doing. Again, one of the areas I did miss, but again, this went for 24 minutes, so I thought, you know what, I better, not show everything. But the shrimp place, I did not include that. But again, there's always next week that we can go ahead and do that. But again, we're going to try to do it. And one of the suggestions I would like to ask for you guys is, what is it that would be that I could go ahead and share with what's going on? What is it? Because sometimes it's going to be where I'm going to be. They're putting in so many new stuff that I'm going to be immobilized. It used to be, well, my thing was, don't go to Thingsburg, and the new one, and don't go to Swan Hill. Well, that's easy. The problem is now Blue Beach is getting, it's getting really remade, and it's really beautiful. There's also, actually you saw it, which was nice. Paw Bean Park, that got redone, and I think they're going to do it. But what's going to happen though is before they release it, which is, I'm hoping, as Polyhex said, it would be mid-year, which is, June, July, that there's going to be an awful lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to even go in here, because I'll move an inch and I'm going to show stuff that's just not correct. It's like, oh no. So that's one of the things that are coming up. So if you have some ideas, maybe going back to the game that you guys play, I had a thing where everybody was dressed up like me, and that was kind of fun. But I just wanted to go ahead and I wanted to be able to go and do stuff that might be doing it a little different type of thing. This is the old Thingsburg. Again, there's a lot of things you can see, that there's an awful lot of things that have been taken off. You can see that the basketball court has been taken off. This is where the rotation station is, and you can see it. Now that usually I can go in, but I'm thinking hitting the lip, so it's kind of like, what's going on? I should be able to go in with no problem. I could do, okay, one more time, dadgummit. And he goes in and then kind of go over here. The stuff, if you look at the sneak peeks, you'll see that Thingsburg has been absolutely changed over, and it's just unreal. And of course there is the library, phenomenal library. There are some nice little surprises. Now we're going back to Discord, and what we're doing is I'm showing, now some people don't have Discord, so I wanted to show you, it's about, it's quite a bit of time, but this is the golf thing. It's just incredible. There's a lot of bananas you have to pick up, but again, there's ways that you need to do that, and they have this on timed. It's unbelievable what is going on, and a lot of it I'm just, I've been asked not to show, so again, I don't show it. I'm going to go through it. This is Find Everything. You can see this is Polyhex going in horseplay, and if you hit them, they say certain things, which is kind of neat. It's just, I love it, what they're doing on here. And then I can just go off, and I just thought, you know what, just going to keep going down. Now we're back over to, it was for a second, now we're back over, we're going to go back up again. You can see that there is that, so again, it's kind of did a duplicate, but this is where it was supposed to go, and here, and you can see that there, you can hit them. That's just a dandy. As I said, I didn't want to go ahead and show that when I was in it myself. So anyways, that's what's going on in this way. This is it's called this is an area where a lot of stuff is being built, and I've been asked not to go in here or show things because there are things in here that is, then this is called the toolbox, and the toolbox is really got some neat stuff, but what happens is that they're doing a lot of testing, and they're bringing in new characters, and they do a lot of things in the toolbox. So a lot of times if I go to the toolbox, you would see too much. This, I've been back there, you can actually see it. There's like the moon, things like that. Again, here's something on, they got the nublet. They're kind of enjoying that nublet type of thing. So we're going to kind of go in there. Go to the next one. You can see that this is Spawn Hill, and this is really kind of neat. So, now some of the area has been, this is the construction zone. It's actually been changed. One thing that's really kind of neat, the reason I kind of go over to what you guys have been seeing is that there's so many, right now there's so many differences going on that this couldn't be showing now, like what Polyhex is showing you, that there's too many things now in there that would show things off, and it's, so you kind of have to go back and show that what the old stuff, it doesn't show everything, which is kind of in a way it's nice, because I can't, like for instance, I mean, I have the rainbow path, but doing that path, there's no way I could do that path anymore because too many things are in there. Again, this is incredible where you do it. It's very hard to figure out how you do this, but I've done this also. Not as nice and smooth as Polyhex has done, but again, this is a lot of fun to have the rainbow path and just go ahead and do it and look at everything, and it's just kind of really cool what's going on. But again, when it hits something, you know, it just keeps going back and forth on that. You can look over here now. You can see this is going to What's It Woods, and that's something that's kind of neat. Again, this is, of course, this is our beautiful creature who's the fireman, the fire, and it's quite interesting. This is something that I believe I was given this for a while in this one area, so I could show you could hit it, and you can see it that it swings back and forth. There's another video that kind of shows how this thing does. And it's really kind of neat how that thing works. This is something that was coming in also, and that is it's making that your gun that you have, if I can say that word, you can see that you can bounce off of it, and you just kind of, there's a lot of, you can see how fast and how high you can go on that. And it's just one of those things. Yeah, a lot of people can now sneak that out, and I think part of this is working. As I said, one of the nicest things about this game, the way this is working, is that I'm able to go and jump so much higher than I used to. So if you're in the old game, you're going, oh my goodness. In the new game, you're going to see that it's just some really neat stuff. This is what I was referring to, and if we go open that, you can see that the Polyhex hit that and they moved it. It's kind of neat what's going on there. This is old. You can see there's some new ones. The place has been changed around. Again, this is a place I stay away from. This is something else that they're doing, is that you can be able to do that, and maybe they're going to be able to do that on that. You can see the different languages of, I beat the doors, floor 1. Again, this is in the office there. This is kind of neat. There's a lot of stuff in there, and it's just incredible what's going on here. And then we go over here. This is another area which has really been, they've asked me not to go in there. This is the library. I was going to go in. I've shown a lot of the library in there. Here's some more of the library. The librarian does a lot of different things right now. It's just incredible. You can see there's exactly more. Now this one is basically showing that you're able to do something, and this is something that is a little bit, it's what happens. You can see you're going, well, wait a minute, what's going on? I see the stars moving, but what happens is that Polyhex actually gets to move their head. And what's going to be neat is that you should, maybe this might be something you might be going on, and we haven't done this yet. It hasn't come in. As you know, that the game is done. There it is. The Polyhex is moving their head, and this is something that you can see is in the body. You can see the whole thing's going on. And this is something that it's going to be kind of neat that we as our characters can be able to move that without any problem. So again, that is something that is going to be incredible that we have that. So again, I'm just really ecstatic that that is coming in. And anyway, just showing what's going on there. But again, there's a lot of different things we can be doing on this. This is an area which is really nice. I've been in here. You can see the Ballyhoo Beach. A lot of beautiful stuff back there. It's just gorgeous what they've done. Again, I've been asked not to be in Spawn Hill, so I don't. This has changed. I've gone in here before, and you can see that there are boxes in here, and of course there's Rockman. And it's just phenomenal. It's just that one of the neatest things. And I've been trying to go a little further on this. This is something else that's just really incredible, and it's a lot of fun. And again, I've been asked, just as I said, this is something that's kind of cute. That's there. As I said, there's a little teasers of a lot of stuff that's going on, and you're just getting a taste of what is going on in this thing. So anyways, we go to the next one. This is another game. This is another part. this is really kind of neat. You can kind of go in. They've really kind of made it going in. You can see that this is the new, as you can see, area complete. And that's something that was been added on there. There's a lot of different things going on in this. Absolutely gorgeous on that. I didn't want to show it. And then there's it. Woo! And I don't know what's going on. What happened there? It just clicked off and went somewhere. I don't know what's going on in that. That's weird. Anyways, so we're back into there, just showing some more stuff in that. This is, and then more of the golf place. It's just really kind of neat what's going on in this area. It's just really a lot of fun what's going on. I love the golf place, and I think you're going to enjoy it too when you get there. It's just really incredible. And I don't know why we had a little glitch there, but it will just be a couple of minutes. We'll have to see if that's still there. And then you kind of go in there. What thing I like about this is that it's just got some incredible, you can see, goes in, took so many seconds, and then the cat comes out, which is kind of neat. Kind of a thing about Paul being Park, the cats that are there. And what's going on that. So it's just a lot of things going on there. You can see. And then the next thing that we can go into is you can see that we're in this area. Now, it's really interesting. There's two places, and I don't know why, but it's there. And that is, there's no smoking in the library or in here. So that's the thing. You can see that there's some little dancing going on. Again, that kind of went into going in there. But I just wanted to kind of show you what was going on in the whole thing. This is, again, you look around, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. This is also, there's no smoking sign, so they actually, you can see one. And then this is what happens when things are just moving so much, is that you go in one day, and this is another area which is really kind of cool. This has got you can see this is just absolutely beautiful. This is the place where you're not supposed to jump. You can see that there's the jump. This is an incredible thing. You can see it comes up and kind of go over there, and it's just really, really kind of cool. There are a lot of graphics and stuff like that. Just a lot of fun. This is some of the badges that we'll be getting, and that's going to be kind of neat doing on that. This is again another part of Swan Hill out there. This is basically showing where all the boxes that you're hitting them really quickly, and again, these have just been it's just kind of neat what they do. And then of course you can see around, look up behind, you can see, and then of course, hey, I got it, I won. Anyway, hey, I just want to thank you so much. We're almost done on this thing. Again, this is Blue Beach, a lot of different things that are going on, and again, just this is there. This creature is around, and right now he's not in there, or they are not in the library, but it's there. This is incredible. This is the fish, and this one area is just incredible. And then of course you've got this guy, and he's barking away. It's kind of cute. This is something that Alta shared, and that was a lot of the birds. You can see that there's birds everywhere. It's going on. This is an area that is phenomenal. This is, when you see that area, you will, I can't even start to tell you on that. This is also, this is a place that's really kind of neat. And one more place. This you can see the credit building. Oh, it's just so much going on. And then of course here you can see the background. You can see Yippee City. There's an awful lot of stuff that's going on in this area. And then of course the last one, which you can see during this whole time, there has been these little graphics coming up. This is something that Alta shared. And that way I just thought, oh, well, I can go ahead and share that too. We can go from there. I want to thank you so much. And hey, we'll see you next week. And I think we're almost done.